novels, I know that the only way to discover the culprit is to investigate. Exactly. And as chief detective, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. You're investigating? Yes! And Twilight shall be my lowly assistant who asks silly questions with obvious answers. Fine, Pinkie. Should we start looking for clues? That's a silly question, my dear Twilight, because the obvious thinker who knew their dessert could not measure up to the mastery of the marzipan mascarpone meringue madness. I guess you feared your eclairs lacked flair. You stop!
Get your kid ass out of here. Okay, so for some reason I kept saying for the longest time that this was season 3. I literally had no idea this episode was a season 2 episode. Then again, it is close to the end of the season, so it makes sense why I thought it was season 3, but it's not. It's season 2, episode 24. Nice. Correct my old self for the... This is the first episode that for some reason was the first time I realized how much I didn't hate Pinkie. For the longest time, she was my least favorite character, other than Sunbutt. And I have made a video discussing my experience with changing my opinion on her. Check out my Wasn't Pinkie Annoying video after this one. But this was the first episode where I noticed how much I liked her. And I really think it's because she, at this point in like season 1, where she was more or less just a weird pony with a sadistic, crazy side that made me scared to be near her, actually is someone who really cares. And we get to see that in both previous Pinkie episodes, leading us to this one, which I think might be my favorite Pinkie episode. The reason why is simple, because now that I know how much she cares for others and understands the trouble of being responsible, I can relax and just enjoy a fun episode. And for the first time, I remember when she was trying to be Sherlock Holmes and Twilight just takes over. I didn't laugh at it. I shook my head and shrugged it off, saying to myself, that's just Pinkie with a smile on my face. And I saw my smile in the mirror, and I was like, wow, this is just making me smile, actually smiling about Pinkie. I was amazed by that. But of course I'm getting ahead of myself, as always. Hello, I'm Discord Jedi Knight. Okay, a little late in the game to introduce myself, but who cares anyway? My Little Pony season, episode 24, starts with the cakes making a super dessert for a super competition in Canterlot. They have to travel on the train along with others who have desserts, who may or may not want to sabotage the competition. In hopes of making sure no one touches the cake's special yummy cake, Pinkie stays up all night guarding it. And by that I mean she stayed up for like 3 seconds before falling asleep. Afterward, now she wants to get to the bottom of things and begins her investigation. I got a real kick out of her absolutely nonsensical stories about how the other chefs did it. The old Western version with Houston the Griffin. Oh, the spy-themed one in Nona Joe. And Mule Miles Moose Moose Lowell, the play on word. And at the end of the day, everybody decided to have a tiny taste because Pinkie constantly hyped up the flavor so much. To the point that now they eat all the competition entries, leaving nothing for the actual contest. Because of this, no one will win unless they all team up and put all their desserts together, which ultimately wins in the end. What's the lesson here? I'd argue it's that you should ask first for something. But let's face it, this is a fun filler episode, if you can even call it that for MLP. Okay, I get it. The real lesson is don't jump to conclusions, but at the same time, it's just so entertaining that I can't give it less than an 8 out of 10. No, this doesn't deserve a greatest of all time status or anything like that, but it's just a silly, fun episode of MLP. After the heaviness of some episodes, sometimes all you need is a little fun adventure with a group. You can laugh and enjoy the group. And this episode is that for me. I truly do enjoy it. With that said, let me know down in the comments what you think about the episode. Here, you can see my thoughts on Pinkie in this video. Like, share, subscribe, and remember, my friend's friendship is magic.